My name is Ryan Reynolds. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Consultants Realty and a member of the real estate planning community at Keller Williams, here with today's real estate planning tip. So today's tip is a brief explanation of what a 1031 exchange is. So a 1031 exchange is essentially a code in the IRS, line 1031, that allows investors in investment property to either exchange properties with each other or to sell a property and buy a replacement property and defer the tax until a later time when they sell the replacement property. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, for instance, let's say you had a property that was worth $100,000 today, but you only paid $50,000 for it. And the cost basis, let's just say for simplicity, is $50,000. I know there's a lot that can go into a cost basis, but let's just say the gain is $50,000. So what would happen essentially is that you would sell property one, or property A, for $100,000, and you could buy property B, and that could be any value as long as it was more than $100,000. And when you do that, instead of paying the tax when you sell property A on the capital gain of $50,000, you essentially defer that and you maintain your cost basis from property A into property B. And then if you ever sell property B, you'll have to pay the capital gains tax on that. So essentially it's a method where investors can conserve capital and purchase up more easily because the government is helping you out by saying, look, we'll take the tax later once you actually sell property B. Now the strategy a lot of a lot of investors use with 1031 exchanges is called swap until you drop. Because what can happen is you can do a 1031 exchange over and over and over on properties and never pay tax on that until the time you die. Now, it stinks that you have to die for this to happen, but what happens when you die is that your heirs can inherit that property at what they call a stepped up cost basis. So no matter what your cost basis is in the property on the day that you die, if your kids are inheriting that, for instance, they're going to inherit at the value on that day that you pass, and if they sell it within, say, 6 months, they're not going to owe any tax. So essentially what could happen is you could buy a property for $50,000, exchange that over your lifetime several different times, sell it for $1 million after you die, or kids could sell it, and they would never pay tax on the $1 million. So that's the swap until you drop strategy. I'm Ryan Reynolds with Keller Williams Consultants Realty. If you have specific questions, there's a lot of details that I skipped over. Please give me a call and I'll help you with the real estate planning. Ryan Reynolds, the Ryan Reynolds team at Keller Williams Consultants Realty. As always, unlimited opportunities and exceptional experiences.